Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chiefs and the Dolphins, and it's coming up next.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium. Coming up, it's Divisional. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That was a live play right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Tagovailoa, and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua complete. It's Henry. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Forbes. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little bit on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the 1st round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Brandon Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive, and a 3-and-out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That 1st series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that 1st drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Mahomes now on first down. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Free kick out of bounds.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
Right at the 50-yard line.
He'll start things out by handing to Edmonds. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Tua.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Tua setting up shop to throw again. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Looking to pass. Tua.
And this is going to be incomplete.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
Sanders' kick is good, and it will push the lead up to 5.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run with Jackson out of the gun.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Travis Kelce. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 72 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And the lead is now 2. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Tua going to throw. Finding Henry here on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have retaken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need to score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On second down, this is Jackson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's second down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Here's Hill on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Chase Edmonds and the Dolphins taking over on offense once again. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
A pass complete downfield to Renfro.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
That's caught by Jackson. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash here, should be, and they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. On first down, Tagovailoa. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And some room to work. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He completes it to Henry.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
Throwing again on second down.
Tua, another catch there for Waddle.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Escaping the pressure right.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 16,
Tua. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Now Tua not liking what he sees, so he's going to signal for a timeout.
As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins! A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan of how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, when not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. His throw incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos squaring off with the Las Vegas Raiders. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for KC in that first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon. as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
After the sack on first down, Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
He finds his man, Sky Moore. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Renfro bringing it in over the middle.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Mahomes to throw once more.
He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now a give, it's Jackson. Nifty move. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Butker on for the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Miami set to take over. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Now Tua on the bootleg here.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Play action, now it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Henry's got it out on the left side.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, this is Edmonds. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And that will be incomplete. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Tua now on first down.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Tua hit in the ball.
Williams loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, here comes Jackson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They run again with Jackson.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the quarterback there. 3rd down, and they picked up the first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Tua going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Tua. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen. but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. To the end zone, but knocked away. Incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting line. I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The kick by Sanders is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll run it with Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, not get free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes, he finds his man, complete. It's Reyes. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Mahomes going to throw. He finds Moore in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. 1st down Miami.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to pass. Tua. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10.
Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
2 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Jeffrey Simmons with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. they've been teeing off all game long.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will be taken at the 13. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out 5. Open on the left side. This will come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
On the carry, it's Jackson.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. After the turnover, it's Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Tua.
That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Forbes. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 7. 1:53 remaining. This is where your playoff mettle is tested. On the road, needing a touchdown to stay alive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Finding Kelsey.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
Complete. Valdez-Scantling. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Mahomes will throw.
And his throw is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there of finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets them up with 1st and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mahomes, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Butker now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now Tua.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Forbes. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, what a game this has been, and now it'll take overtime to decide who goes on to the AFC title game. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. KC's offense ready to take over. Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
The open man here, Renfro. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Renfro.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And you definitely can make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Call it a loss of 5, a big save to bring up 3rd down.
The defense coming through there, CD, with a big-time play, and they're getting close here to getting off the field and giving their offense a chance to win this ball game.
The partner nowhere's cheering louder after that play than their offensive teammates, because they understand how different things would be if instead of going out and needing a touchdown to tie things up, they can run out there with a chance to win the game right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down, right near the 24. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Miami set to take over. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Tua.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now a stoppage here, as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
A field goal on this drive would extend the game. A touchdown, of course, would win it. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Forbes. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. From the 39,
Tua. And oh my gracious, if he could have just clutched that and fallen to the ground, it's an overtime victory, but instead we keep going.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They wanted to avoid the dreaded fourth down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on third.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to fourth down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on third.
On second down, Forbes. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leads him with a first and goal.
That's how the game will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Playoff lives on the line. Second and goal.
Second down and goal. Tua. And this is caught. It's a touchdown in overtime. And they are marching on to the playoffs. A great game, partner. Spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish, and as you noted, were they going to go and try and get 3 and keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.